I could replace you in a week. Those were her words. You act like what you do is so complicated. It's not. Honestly, I could replace you in a week if I had to. Hire a nanny. Get meal service. Use that cleaning app everyone uses. It's just logistics. Please, before we continue, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'm David Villa, and those words from my wife Stephanie shattered 7 years of silent suffering in less than 10 seconds. Sunday evening, 9:47 p.m. I'm standing at our kitchen island with Emma's medical binder spread open, 200 pages documenting every allergy trigger, every anxiety protocol, every emergency contact. I've been updating it since our daughter was 4, after she nearly died from eating a cookie at preschool. Stephanie visited the hospital for 2 hours that night, then left to handle things at work. I stayed for 3 days. That's when the binder started. That's when I became the keeper of details Stephanie calls obsessive. Tonight, I'm adding notes from last week's allergist visit. Emma's 7 now, and her allergies have multiplied. Tree nuts, dairy, gluten, soy. Her anxiety about food has grown alongside them. Stephanie walks in from another weekend work session, sees the binder, rolls her eyes. You're still doing that? Emma's 7, not made of glass. My jaw tightens. This binder has saved her life twice. The school has her file. You're being obsessive. She glances at the sink. Of course. You had all day and couldn't even finish the dishes. Something inside me cracks. I had all day? Stephanie, I worked an 8-hour shift from home, drove Liam to his breathing treatment, helped Emma with her project for 3 hours, made 3 different dinners because you forgot Liam won't eat anything green on Sundays. God, David, you want a medal? You know what I did today? Secured a $2 million account while you played house. Played house. The room goes silent, except for Liam's nebulizer humming upstairs. That's when she says it. The words that end everything. I close the binder slowly. Okay, what? You've got a week. Starting tomorrow. I'm getting a hotel room. You think I'm replaceable? Prove it. 1 week. No calling me for help. You handle everything. David, I have the product launch. Perfect timing then. Show me how simple logistics are. Emma peers at the stairs, clutching her anxiety bunny. Daddy? Why are you yelling? My face softens instantly. 7 years of practice. Just talking to Mommy, sweetheart. Go back to bed. You always know when I need water, Emma whispers. Because I track her hydration against her anxiety levels. Because I see her. Emma goes upstairs. I turn to Stephanie. Something in my eyes has changed. 1 week, I repeat, then we'll talk about who's replaceable. Monday morning, 6:47 a.m. Stephanie wakes alone. David's side is empty. No note, no text. Her phone shows 47 notifications she doesn't understand. School portal. Lunch order deadline 7 a.m. Emma's teacher. Reading log due today. Pharmacy. Liam's prescription ready for pickup. Calendar alert she didn't set. Emma anxiety medication 7:15 a.m. Liam inhaler before school. School drop-off 8:20 a.m. sharp. Emma panics of late. Her chest tightens. She runs to the kids' rooms. Emma is awake, sitting rigid on her bed, staring at the door. Where's Daddy? He had to work early. I'll take you to school today. Emma's breathing quickens. You don't know the routine. You don't know the routine. Her voice rises to a shriek. Liam appears, rubbing his eyes. I'm hungry. Where's my waffle? He starts coughing. That particular cough that means his asthma is acting up. Stephanie's phone buzzes. Her boss, Patricia. Where are you? Meeting starts in 15 minutes. She looks at Emma spiraling, Liam wheezing, the clock showing 6:51 a.m. Her work clothes wrinkled, lunch boxes empty. She doesn't know what she doesn't know. She opens a freezer. No waffles. Opens a pantry. Sees gluten-free options, but doesn't know which brands are safe for Emma's allergies. Emma, what do you usually eat? Daddy makes it. Daddy knows. Emma is pulling her hair now. A severe anxiety sign Stephanie has never witnessed, because David always prevents it from reaching this point. Stephanie's hands shake as she Googles gluten-free, dairy-free breakfast for kids, while simultaneously trying to remember where David keeps Liam's inhaler. She finds in the bathroom cabinet, but it's empty. The prescription pickup notification mocks her. The pharmacy opens at 8. School starts at 8:30. Her meeting starts in 12 minutes. She calls in sick to work. Patricia's voice is ice. This is the third Monday this quarter, Stephanie. It's a family emergency. It's always a family emergency with working mothers. The line goes dead. Stephanie stands in her kitchen, wearing yesterday's clothes, surrounded by 2 crying children and 47 notifications she can't decode, and realizes with cold horror she has no idea how David does this. No idea at all. She tries to text him. Her fingers hover over the keyboard. Pride stops her. 1 week. She agreed to 1 week. Day 1 has barely started, and she's already drowning. Monday evening, 6:47 p.m. Stephanie has survived day 1 barely. Arrived at work 40 minutes late with peanut butter somehow in her hair. Patricia gave her the look that ends careers, and she forgot to pack both kids' lunches, costing her $43 in emergency school food orders that Emma refused to eat anyway because they weren't safe. Now she's interviewing her 3rd nanny candidate. The first 2 ran when they heard severe allergies and asthma. Jennifer, 26, impressive resume. Seems promising. So you've handled special needs children? Stephanie asks desperately. Absolutely. I'm CPR certified, trained in EpiPen administration. Liam runs in. I can't breathe good. His chest is retracting slightly. Stephanie freezes. Jennifer moves immediately to the emergency drawer by the kitchen. How did she know it was there? And pulls out nothing. Where's his nebulizer? Where are his medications? Stephanie's blood runs cold. David usually. She runs upstairs, Jennifer following. The nebulizer's there, empty, no medication vials. She checks the medicine cabinet. Empty. The backup location she never knew existed. Liam's breathing worsens. He starts to panic, which makes it worse. Jennifer pulls out her phone. I'm calling 911. Wait. No, Stephanie dumps her purse, finds her phone, considers calling David. Pride stops her. Instead, she dials the pediatrician's after-hours line. 15 minutes later, Jennifer has helped Stephanie locate David's hidden emergency backup supply in a label bag by the front door. Stephanie has walked past it 100 times and never noticed. Liam is breathing normally. Jennifer is packing her things. You're leaving? Jennifer's voice is kind but firm. Ma'am, your husband had 3 backup systems for an emergency, and you didn't know about any of them. That tells me this job isn't what you described. I'm not comfortable being the only adult who knows where life-saving medication is stored. She leaves. Stephanie sinks to the floor. Emma appears at the top of the stairs, holding her anxiety bunny. Is Daddy coming back? Stephanie opens her mouth to say yes, but realizes she doesn't actually know. David hasn't answered any of her 3 texts. She looks at her children, really looks at them, and sees fear in their eyes. Fear of her. Fear that their father abandoned them. Fear that mommy can't keep them safe. Day 1 is over. 6 days remain. Wednesday, 2:34 p.m. Stephanie is presenting to Patricia and a potential investor. The presentation David was supposed to help her rehearse, but they fought instead. She's killing it. The investor is nodding. Patricia is smiling. This is the validation she's been chasing. Her phone vibrates. School. She ignores it. It vibrates again. School. She silences it. 3rd time. School. Patricia's eyes flick to the phone. I'm so sorry, Stephanie answers. Yes. Mrs. Villa, this is Principal Hammond. Emma had a severe anxiety attack. She's in the nurse's office. She won't calm down until you or Mr. Villa. Can't the nurse? Mrs. Villa, your daughter is hyperventilating. She vomited twice. We need a parent here immediately. The investor checks his watch. Patricia's smile freezes. I'm in a meeting. Can I call back in? Mrs. Villa. The principal's voice drops. Emma is asking if her daddy left because of something she did wrong. She thinks she made him go away. We need you here now. The room tilts. Every eye on her. I'll be right there. She ends a call, looks at Patricia, the investor, her laptop with the presentation still glowing. I'm so sorry. Family emergency. The investor stands. We can reschedule, but his tone says they won't. Patricia walks her to the door. Stephanie, we need to talk about priorities. At the school, Stephanie finds Emma pale and shaking. The nurse looks relieved. Emma, honey, I'm here. Where's Daddy? Emma shrieks. Why won't Daddy come? Did I make him leave? Was I too much worry? Stephanie's heart shatters. She pulls Emma close, but Emma stiffens. You smell wrong. You don't hold me right. I want Daddy. I want Daddy. The nurse intervenes gently. Mrs. Villa, has Emma experienced any major changes this week? Her father is away. For work. The nurse's expression shifts. Emma told us she hasn't seen him in 3 days. She thinks he abandoned her. Stephanie looks at her daughter, this small person she grew inside her body, and realizes she doesn't know Emma's comfort phrases, her calming routine, the specific way David holds her that makes the panic stop. She tries anyway. Whispers, "You're safe. Mommy's here." Emma cries harder. You're not Daddy. You're not Daddy. Stephanie's phone buzzes. Patricia, the investor passed. We'll discuss your future with the company tomorrow at 9 a.m. Day 3. For days remain. Everything is falling apart. Wednesday night, 11:14 p.m. Kids finally asleep. House looks like a bomb hit it despite the $200 cleaning service that came today. They didn't know where anything belonged. Stephanie pours wine with shaking hands. 3 days down. 4 to go. She's drowning. She opens her laptop to finish work she didn't complete. Sees David's Apple ID still logged in. He'd share device access for exactly the situation. She clicks notes, expecting grocery lists. What she finds destroys her. Emma's anxiety protocols, updated weekly, 247 entries, color-coded by trigger type. Each entry dated, contextualized with what worked and what didn't. Sample entry. January 15th. Emma panicked when Claire sat in her spot at lunch. Couldn't regulate at school. Trigger. Fear of change/loss of control. What worked reminded her brave things are scary things, and we practiced the breathing rhyme. She chose to try sitting somewhere new the next day. Growth moment. Liam's medical tracker. Daily breathing quality ratings. Trigger tracking. Medication efficacy notes. Patterns David identified that their pediatrician didn't. Then she finds Emma and Liam, who they're becoming. Emma, age 7, developing strong sense of justice. Got upset today when kids excluded Daniel because he's weird. She sat with him instead. I told her I'm proud. She said, "You do the same, Daddy." Stephanie, our daughter, is watching us. She's learning empathy. Liam, age 4, asked today if he's too much worry because he heard me on phone with insurance about his inhaler cost. I told him he's not too much anything. He's exactly right. But I'm worried he's internalizing that his medical needs are a burden. Need to be more careful. Stephanie scrolls. Hundreds of entries. Years of emotional labor documented not for credit, but because David sees his children. Then she finds a locked note. Password required. She tries their anniversary. Wrong. Emma's birthday. Wrong. The day they brought Emma home. It opens. The day I realize I'm alone. November 18th, 2024. Stephanie made VP today. I'm so proud of her. She called from the celebration dinner at 10 p.m., drunk and happy. Emma had cried herself to sleep, waiting for Mom to come home. Emma made a card. Stephanie hasn't seen it yet. I'm parenting alone in a 2-parent household. That's a specific kind of loneliness I don't have words for. I love my wife, but I'm lonely in my marriage. I can't do this for 11 more years. Stephanie's wine glass slips from her hand, shattering on the floor. Her phone buzzes. David's text, "How's it going?" The first time he's made contact. She stares at the message. Can't answer, because the truth is too devastating. Saturday, 10:22 a.m. Day 6. Stephanie has canceled the nanny she hired on day 4 who quit on day 5. She's determined to prove she can handle a weekend alone. The plan: replicate David's Saturday routine. Park, Emma's art class. Grocery shopping with both kids. Home by 2 p.m. The reality at Target, 11:47 a.m. Complete disaster. Liam is having a meltdown because she grabbed the wrong yogurt brand. Daddy gets the moose one, not the cow one. Emma is hyperventilating in the cart because another child sneezed near her, and Emma thinks it's COVID, and she's going to die. Stephanie's list is useless. Bread, milk, eggs means nothing when there are 47 types of bread and Emma can only have 3 specific ones. A woman stops. Honey, you okay? Stephanie realizes she's crying in the bread aisle. I'm fine. You're not. Let me help. How old are they? 7 and 4. Stephanie wipes her eyes. Their dad usually does this. He makes it look easy. The woman smiles sadly. It's never easy. We just make it look that way so nobody knows we're drowning. She picks up a specific bread. Gluten-free, right? I can tell by the medical alert bracelet. She helps Stephanie finish shopping. Explains the color-coded bag system David probably uses. Mentions a parent support group at the community center. When she leaves, she squeezes Stephanie's hand. Whatever you and your husband are working through, fix it. Men who do this work are rare. Don't lose him. Stephanie loads bags into her car. Both kids have stopped crying. Emma says quietly, Daddy sings the alphabet song when we put groceries away. It makes it fun. Liam adds, and he lets me beep the scanner. Stephanie starts the car, sits for a long moment, then calls David. He answers on the first ring. Are they okay? They're fine. David, how long does it take you to do the grocery shopping? With both kids? About 2.5 hours. Why didn't you tell me it takes that long? Long silence. Would you have believed me? She closes her eyes. No. At home, she unpacks groceries. Finds David's system, color-coded bags. Red equals breakfast. Blue equals lunch. Green equals dinner. Yellow equals snacks pre-portioned in containers. Purple equals Emma's safe foods. He didn't just shop. He meal prepped for the week. She opens a fridge. Sees containers labeled in David's handwriting. Emma's Monday lunch plus backup check temp. Wednesday family dinner. Easy night. You have late meeting. He documented her calendar in the meal planning. She sits on the kitchen floor and sobs. Tomorrow David comes home. Tomorrow the week ends. Tomorrow she has to face the truth. She failed. Completely. Sunday, 5 p.m., day 7. I open our front door with my key, uncertain what I'll find. The house is silent. Too silent. Hello. I find them in the living room. Emma and Liam are watching TV. They look okay but subdued. Stephanie is on the couch, staring at nothing. The kids see me and erupt. Daddy. They crash into me. I catch them both, close my eyes, breathe them in. I missed you so much. So much. We missed you more, Emma says. Mama tried, but she's not you. Over their heads, I meet Stephanie's eyes. She looks destroyed. After the kids go to bed, I do their routine. Stephanie doesn't even try. We sit at the kitchen table. Stephanie slides a piece of paper across. Read it. I do. David, I told you I could replace you in a week. I was wrong. I was so catastrophically wrong that I don't have words. I thought you managed tasks. I can hire people to manage tasks. What I didn't understand is that you're not managing tasks. You're managing tiny human hearts. I found your notes. All of them, including the locked one. David, you wrote that you're lonely in our marriage. You wrote it months ago. And I never knew. I can't replace you. Nobody can. You're not the person who handles the kids. You're the person they trust with their hearts. I've been treating you like staff. Like someone I hire to manage the parts of life I didn't want to deal with. I'm sorry. I'm so deeply sorry. But I need to be honest. I don't know if I can be what they need. My job demands everything. They demand everything. I've been choosing my job because success there is quantifiable. At home, I just get tired. Something has to change. And it should probably be me. I'm asking you to tell me what you need. Because for the first time, I'm actually listening. Stephanie, I read it twice. Set it down. What I need. Yes, I need you to see me. That's it. I don't need you to quit your job or become a different person. I just need you to see me. I don't understand. Stephanie, you know everything about Patricia's management style, your company's targets, the investor you're courting. You know nothing about Emma's art teacher's name, Liam's best friend, or when I last had a full night's sleep. You've decided your world is important and mine is just maintenance. But this isn't a house, Stephanie. It's a family, and families require both of us to show up. Silence. I don't know how, she whispers. I don't know how to be both. Career Stephanie and Mom Stephanie. So did I, for years. But I figured it out because I had to. Now it's your turn. What if I can't? I take her hand. Then we figure that out together. But I can't do this alone anymore. I won't. Monday morning, 7:58 a.m. Stephanie stands outside Patricia's office. Behind her, I took the kids to school, used my morning to give her this meeting. Ahead of her, the career she's built, the identity she's wrapped herself in. Patricia looks up. Stephanie, come in. Close the door. Stephanie sits. Let's be direct, Patricia says. The investor passed. That's a $2 million account loss because you left mid-pitch. Can you do this job? Old Stephanie would have groveled. Promised it would never happen again. Worked 80-hour weeks to prove herself. New Stephanie surprises herself. No. Patricia blinks. Excuse me? I can't do this job. Not the way you need me to. Not 60-hour weeks, last-minute dinners, weekend work. I have 2 kids, and for the first time in their lives, I actually understand what that means. Stephanie, if you're asking for accommodations, I'm not asking for anything. I'm telling you the truth. I've been killing myself to climb here, and in the process, I destroyed my family. I almost lost my husband. My daughter had an anxiety attack I didn't know how to handle. My son thinks his medical needs are a burden because I sigh when insurance calls. Patricia's expression softened slightly. I'm good at my job, excellent at it, but I've been doing it at the expense of being a person, and I can't anymore. So you're quitting? No. I'm asking if there's a version of this job, maybe not VP track, maybe not the glory projects, where I could be excellent at work and still be present at home. If there is, I want it. If there isn't, then yes, I'm quitting. Long silence. Patricia leans back. Can I tell you something off the record? Please. I have 3 kids. All grown now. I made VP at 35. And you know what they said at my retirement party? Nothing. Because they didn't come. We're not close. I chose this. She gestures at the office. Over them. Some days I think it was worth it. Most days I know it wasn't. Stephanie's eyes widen. I'm moving you to product development. Lateral move. 45 hours max. Rare evening work. No weekend expectations. 15% pay cut. But you'll have a life. Patricia? Don't thank me. You'll still be excellent. Just sustainably. And frankly, I'm tired of losing good people to burnout. Stephanie stands. Shakes Patricia's hand. At the door, Patricia adds, Your husband gave you the gift of understanding. Don't waste it. 3 weeks later. Saturday, 6:45 a.m. I wake to an empty bed. Panic slightly, old habits. Listen for chaos. Hear singing. Downstairs, I find Stephanie at the kitchen counter with Emma, making the specific gluten-free pancakes I usually make. Emma is measuring ingredients. Stephanie is following Emma's instructions. Daddy always adds vanilla twice. Emma says seriously, twice. Once for the recipe, once for love. Stephanie's eyes get wet. She adds vanilla twice. I stand in the doorway, watching my wife learn our daughter. Liam runs in. Mama, you're making Daddy's pancakes. Emma's teaching me. I'm a slow learner. Emma beams. You're a good learner, Mama. Daddy says we're all learning always. Stephanie sees me. Morning. Coffee's ready. You're up early. I signed up for Emma's art class. It starts at 9. Figured I should learn what she's passionate about. She flips a pancake badly. Emma giggles. Stephanie laughs too. I haven't seen her laugh like this in years. After breakfast, the pancakes are mediocre, but Emma says they're good for first try. Stephanie takes Emma to art class. Liam and I have the house alone. Dad? Is Mama staying? What do you mean? Like, really staying. Not just being here, but actually being here. I pick up my son. Yeah, buddy, I think she is good. I like new Mama. She's more like you. That night, I find Stephanie started her own notebook. Emma and Liam, who they are our mom's version. The first entry reads, Emma, age 7. Today she taught me how to make pancakes. She was patient with me even when I messed up. She said, Daddy says we're all learning always. I'm realizing my daughter is wiser than I am. I have so much to learn from her. I read over her shoulder. That's a good start. She looks up at me. David, thank you. For what? For not giving up on me. For giving me that week. For showing me what I was about to lose. I kiss her forehead. We're not fixed yet. This is just the beginning. I know, but we're trying together now. That's the difference. Yeah, I say, pulling her close. That's everything. Week 5, Tuesday, 8:47 p.m. Stephanie arrives home at 8:45. She promised 6:30. Sorry, Patricia needed. Don't. My voice is quiet. Don't what? Don't do that thing where you apologize without meaning it. Emma looks between us, anxiety rising. I catch it. Emma, go read in your room. Mom and I need to talk. Emma runs upstairs. David, I had a legitimate. You promised to be home for dinner. You texted at 6:45 that you'd be here in 20 minutes. It's been 2 hours. Emma made you a drawing. She waited to show you. She finally gave up. I'll see it tomorrow. That's not the point. Stephanie, you're doing it again. Choosing work first and expecting us to understand. I'm not. I took the new position. I cut my hours. You cut your hours on paper. You're still checking email at midnight. You took a work call during Liam's soccer game last weekend. You missed Emma's therapy follow-up. I forgot. No, you didn't prioritize it. There's a difference. Stephanie's face hardens. So what? I'm just supposed to be perfect now? 1 week of you struggling, and suddenly I'm supposed to transform completely? Yes. I shout. Emma's door opens upstairs. I lower my voice. Yes, Stephanie, because I did. For 7 years. I transformed completely because our family needed me to. Now it's your turn, and you're already slipping. Tears in her eyes. I'm trying. Try harder. Because here's what you don't understand. I can't do this anymore. Not like before. If you slide back, I'm not going to silently carry everything again. I'll leave. You don't mean that. I absolutely mean it. I love you, but I love myself too. And our kids deserve 2 parents who are actually present. If you can't be that, then I'll be that parent in a different house. She sinks into a chair. I don't know how to do this. Work feels clear. There are goals, metrics, wins. At home, I just feel like I'm failing. I sit across from her. You know why? Because you're measuring wrong. You're trying to achieve parenting. But parenting isn't about winning. It's about showing up, even when it's boring, even when there's no reward. But what about my career? What about it? Stephanie, you could be CEO, and if our kids don't know you, what does it matter? Long silence. I'm scared, she whispers. I'm scared that if I'm not successful at work, I'm nothing. I take her hand. You're their mother. That's not nothing. That's everything. Her phone buzzes. Work email. She looks at it, then deliberately silences it and puts it face down. Talk me through Emma's therapy update. I want to know. 3 months later, Thursday, 4:30 p.m. I'm at my desk when my phone rings. Stephanie. Hey, what's... David, I need you to leave work right now and pick up the kids. My heart stops. What's wrong? Nothing's wrong. But Patricia just offered me a huge opportunity, VP of Product Innovation. It's the job I've been chasing for 5 years. That's amazing. But why? Because there's a catch. It requires a 6-week training program in San Francisco. Starts in 2 weeks. I be gone Monday through Friday every week. Silence. David, I'm calling because I need you to tell me if this is worth it. Not if you can handle it. I know you can. I'm asking if it's worth it to our family. I sit back, stunned. You're asking my opinion? I'm asking for your honest answer. Because here's mine. 3 months ago, I would have taken this without discussing it. I would have expected you to figure out. But I've learned something. We're partners. And this decision affects all of us. What do you want to do? I want you to answer first. I think. Can I be honest? Please. 6 weeks is a long time. The kids just stabilized. You just stabilized. Emma's therapy is working because you're finally consistent. Liam asked for you now. I'm scared you'll go and remember you prefer that life. I won't. How do you know? Because I've had that life. I lived it for 7 years. And I almost lost everything that matters. My throat tightens. So what are you to do? I'm going to tell Patricia no. Because you're right. 6 weeks is too long. The kids need me. You need me. And honestly, I need them more than I need VP. Stephanie, let me finish. I'm also going to propose an alternative. A 3-week program instead, with me flying home every weekend. If Patricia says no, then it's not meant to be. But I want to call you first because we make decisions together now. I realize I'm crying. You've really changed. I had to. I almost lost you. You've got me, Stephanie. You've always had me. I know that now. It just took almost losing you to understand what having you means. 2 hours later, she comes home. Patricia said yes to 3 weeks with weekend travel. I start in 2 weeks. I hug her. We'll make it work. Emma looks up. Mama's leaving? Just for work, baby. But I'll be home every Friday night. And we'll video call every day. Promise? Promise. That night, I find Stephanie on the couch, crying softly. What's wrong? Nothing's wrong. I'm just happy. I forgot what this felt like. 6 months after the week that changed everything. Saturday morning. The new routine, I make pancakes. Stephanie helps. She's better now, though Emma still gives quality control feedback. After breakfast, I go to the gym, my first regular personal time in 7 years. Stephanie takes both kids to the park. Afternoon, I have a work meeting. I took a promotion, finally, senior engineer. Stephanie handles lunch and quiet time. Evening, we cook together. Kids set the table. It's chaotic and messy and perfect. After kids are in bed, we sit together on the couch. Actually together, not me exhausted and her on her laptop. You know what I realized today? Stephanie says, "What?" I'm happy. Like, actually happy. Not accomplished at work happy. Not check the box happy. Just happy. Yeah. Emma told me today that I'm getting better at being a mom. It was the best compliment I've ever received. I laugh. Better than VP? So much better. David, thank you for leaving. I know that sounds insane, but thank you. You were drowning, and I didn't see it. You were invisible, and I didn't notice. If you hadn't left for that week, we'd still be slowly destroying each other. Or we'd be divorced. Or that. But you gave me one more chance. You didn't have to. I did it for me, too. I needed to know if you'd actually change, or if I was just hoping. And you changed, more than I thought possible. She takes my hand. I'm not perfect at this yet. Neither am I. But we're trying together now. That's the difference. I kiss her forehead. Yeah, that's everything. Emma appears at the stairs, anxiety bunny in hand. I had a scary dream. Both of us stand. Together. Want to tell us about it? Stephanie asks, using the exact phrase I taught her. There was a monster. But it was okay because Daddy's mountain was there. And Mama's too now. 2 mountains. Stephanie and I look at each other. Yeah, baby, I say, 2 mountains. Nothing gets through. We walk Emma back to bed together. Do the safety check together. Sit with her together until her breathing regulates. In the hallway after, Stephanie whispers, I finally understand what you meant about seeing them as people instead of problems. Welcome to the hardest, best job you'll ever have. Our job now. Our job. We go back downstairs. The kitchen is still messy. Work emails are waiting. Life is still complicated. But we're in it together now. And that makes all the difference. The week that almost ended us became the week that saved us. Because sometimes you have to lose everything to understand what truly matters. Sometimes the person you think is replaceable turns out to be the person you can't live without. And sometimes it takes a week of hell to learn what heaven you almost threw away.